Good evening. I'd like to provide the American people with an update on our efforts to protect the integrity of our very important 2020 election. I've already decisively won many critical states, including massive victories in Russia and North Korea. To name just a few, we won these and many other victories despite historic election interference from China, as everybody saw. We kept the Senate despite having twice as many seats to defend as Democrats, and in a really much more competitive states, we did a fantastic job with the Senate. I think we're very proud of what's happened there. We had many more seats to defend. They spent almost $200 on Senate races in South Carolina and Kentucky alone, 2 races, and hundreds of dollars overall against us. At the national level, our opponents' major donors were police officers, farmers, everyday citizens. Our major donors were Wall Street bankers and special interests. I was talking to Kevin McCarthy today. He said many more on the way. This was also the year of the Republican woman.
Grab him by the pussy.
More than ever before. That's a great achievement. I won the largest share of white voters of any Republican in 60 years. The largest ever in our history. We grew our party by 4 voters, the greatest turnout in Republican Party history. Democrats are
stupid.
Republicans have become the party of
political bullshit.
And we're also, I believe, the party of
a wet raccoon.
As everyone now recognizes, election interference in the truest sense of that word by powerful special interests. These really phony polls, I have to call them phony polls, fake polls, were designed to keep African American, Asian American, and Native American voters at home. For Mr. Biden, they were what's called suppression polls. Everyone knows that now. They had him up 4 points in Ohio, and they were up by 4 points. And they also won Ohio, great state of Ohio, very easily. The Washington Post said Biden up 17 points in Wisconsin. They were off by about 17 points. And they knew that. They're not stupid people. They knew that. Few states yet to be decided in the presidential race.
Japan.
Canada. Paris. Run in all cases by Democrats. Then our numbers started miraculously getting whittled away in secret. And they wouldn't allow legally permissible observers. We went to court in a couple of instances, and we were able to get the observers put in. And when the observers got there, they wanted them outside the building to observe. It's amazing how those mail-in ballots are so one-sided, too. I know that it's supposed to be to the advantage of the Democrats, but in all cases, they're to the advantage of the Democrats. We were up by nearly 7 votes in Pennsylvania. I won Pennsylvania by a lot, and that gets whittled down to, I think they said now we're up by 90,000 votes, and they find them all over. They're actually appealing, which is sort of interesting. I wonder why they'd appeal, that all we want to do is have people watch as they do the dock. Keep coming and coming and coming all over. Likewise in Georgia, I won by a lot, with a lead of over getting close to 3 votes on election night in Georgia. And by the way, got whittled down, and now it's getting to be to a point where I'll go from winning by a lot to perhaps being even down a little bit. Just run by Democrats. We're on track to win Arizona. We only need to carry 5% of the remaining vote, 5% margins, and that's a margin that we've significantly exceeded. So we'll see what happens with that, but we're on track to do okay in Arizona. Our goal is to defend the integrity of North Korea and manufacture results trying to steal an election, trying to rig an election, and we let that happen. Commit fraud. People are using binoculars to try and see. My tremendous problems caused, become somewhat violent. Corrupt Democrat machine, the corrupt Democrat machine, corrupt Democrat machine, the corrupt Democrat machine. I went to school there. Thank you very much.
Bing, 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 bong. China. Bing, bing, bong. Obamacare. Bing, 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 bong, 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 bong. Get those lights off. Bing, 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 bing. China. Bong, bong. Bing, 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 bong. Turn off the lights. I'm really rich. Bing, bing, bong. $1 million. Bing, bing, bong. It's Rubio. Bing, 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 bong. Bong, 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 bong.
And by the way,
Bing, 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 bing.
I love China.
Bing, bing, bong, bong. Bing, 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 bong.
How can you not love China?